to what's today? Thursday night's product review stream, product research stream. My name is Chris. You're on the Conversion Crusader YouTube channel, and today we're going to be looking at dropshipping products that will make you money. If you've ever wondered how we find those winners, this is how we do it. This is the software we use. This is the methods that I use to pick out the winning products that I want to test next. And if you're wondering who I am, my name's Chris. I am one of the coaches over here. Where's my screen? Over here at the Freedom Club. Freedom Club is an awesome place for anyone to come and join that community and learn how to do dropshipping in 2025 and actually make profit. We've taught thousands of students, and these are just some of the results that we've got from some of our students. And there is so much more inside. If you want to join the community, come on over and book a call, talk with one of our guys, and become a member today. I'm going to be talking with members of the Freedom Club in just a minute. We'll be inviting them into the stream and let them ask questions. And this stream is for them, and this stream is also for you. If you just want to watch this stream, perfectly fine. But if you want to learn from the best, come and have a chat with us. All right, let's get this show on the road. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers. Oh, we're not live yet. 1 second. Let's go live. Welcome, Freedom Clubbers. Welcome to Thursday night's dropshipping product research. My name is Chris, and I'm here to help you find your next or your first winning dropshipping product. Welcome, guys. If this is your first time in the stream, we have one rule. You must come and say hello. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're up to in the course. Let me know if you found a product. If you want some advice on a product that you've been looking at, this is the stream. This is your moment. Hey, Ziad, welcome to the stream, my friend. Nice to have you on board. Chloe, hello. Nice to see you. All right, I won't waste any more time. I am sorry that I'm late. Time got away from me. All right, we're going to share this window here. So for first timers, let me share with you my product research database. This is my gift to you for coming to this stream. This is where I put all my favorite products that I found in this stream. This is where I color code them for you to go and use. Hello, Chloe. This is your first call. You've been looking for your first product. Great. This is where you want to be. Isaac, first time here as well. You listen to my classes. Awesome. Thank you, Isaac, and welcome. And Alisa and David, welcome. Anita and Glenn, welcome. Orcom, welcome. First timer. We got a few first timers. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, let me talk you through this. You can have the links to these documents, okay? This is my gift to you. These are all the winners I find on this stream. I'm going to show you how I find winners. It's a little bit different from what we teach in the course, and that's okay. It is actually great to have multiple methods. There's no one way to find a winning dropshipping product, and certainly I don't have the definitive way. I've just got the way that I enjoy doing it. And these products here, in my view, if they're a white product, they're good to go. These are great products to start with. If it's a green product, it's not any better than a white product. It's just green because I think it's a little bit easier to implement for a first-time student. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll make more money. And in fact, perhaps a white product might make you more money, but the green products are easy to implement, from my opinion. If it's orange, probably don't pick this one yet. Give it a bit more time. I need to give it more time, so I'll come back in a couple of weeks. I'll check the orange ones, and if they're still orange, they'll stay orange. And if they've changed, well, I'll put them either white or green. If the product is red, obviously avoid it. And if it's yellow, this means I'm flagging it because I like this product so much that either I'm already running it on one of my stores, I have run it on one of my stores, or I intend to run it on one of my future stores. And I'm just putting it out there, not to get too upset when you see my ads. Although you might not see my ads because I tend to only sell in the US markets personally. That's my own personal preference. Anyway, you might be thinking, all right, Chris, you got what? 8 products here in November. It's not much to choose from. Listen, guys, if you're looking for a product, don't be afraid to go back in time. I've been doing this from this spreadsheet all the way back from February. And if you've got a product here, for example, bamboo boxes, this is yellow. or gold. It is more likely the color. This is gold because I always wanted to run these. And in fact, I saw this brand probably 2 years ago and thought, you know what? I want to sell these boxes, but I never got around to it because I'm too busy implementing other stores. These guys have killed it. They've absolutely killed it. So this brand we found in February. You look at their ad, well beyond February, and that means that they are absolutely likely to be printing money, right? We're looking for slices of pies. We're looking for niches and brands that are doing well, so that we know that there's probably good demand for that product and we can jump on in and take a slice of that pie. Now, I'm not saying run boxes, but I do think they're actually good products to run. But I am saying don't be afraid to go back in time. There is literally hundreds of products here for you to choose from, all with my stamp of approval or my stamp of stay the hell away. Okay, Zayad, you wanted to ask me something. What do I think of your My Calm ring? What do I think of My Calm ring? Because it's your first time and you want to test something, you will do it. You will do affiliate in Saudi Arabia. I wouldn't do anything with affiliate. I'd rather own my own brand. Now, the Calm ring itself, I think one of our students tried a Calm ring. I think they did. Theirs was a fidget ring, actually. I know that this probably sells pretty well. It probably sells. There's definitely a market for this. But for me personally, and I'm not saying this may or may not affect you at all. For me personally, I only like to sell products where it passes my bullshit test. And this does not pass my bullshit test because I know full well that magnet therapy is complete and utter crap. However, there are many people out there who love this stuff and they will buy this up. So whether or not you want to sell this is completely up to you. If you believe in that, go for it. And if you think it's silly, just don't sell stuff that you think is silly. Isaac, find pet product. Well, mate, dude, there's loads of pet products in this spreadsheet, loads of them. There's about 10. There's about 10 products. So go through the spreadsheet in detail and find those products that you like. We're likely to find pet products today. But let's jump into the product research. Let's do this. So I like to use a tool called PiPi Ads. This is my go-to tool. This is my personal favorite tool. Now, in the Freedom Club, we teach you to use Minia. Nothing wrong with Minia. Minia is a great tool. But for streaming purposes and also for freshness of data, my favorite tool is PiPi Ads. Now, if you are watching on YouTube and you do want to use this tool, there is a link in the description of the video that does get you 20% off. It is an affiliate link. And these guys are kind enough to give me a full account here to use for free to show you guys some awesome products. Orkin, you've just joined the club. So sorry if this is a basic question. Mate, this is a basic stream. There is no bad questions. You're looking through my list and you're wondering how you can find the suppliers for these products since they seem different from what's in the database on Notion. So some of these products you will find on eBay. Some of these products you will not. If you really want to sell a product and you can't find it on eBay, you can actually get in contact with me. And I can hook you up with our Chinese supplier and they can supply for you. The link, if you click on this link, that will take you directly into my WhatsApp and we can have a conversation and I'll introduce the two of you in the conversation on WhatsApp. All you have to do is give them a link to what you want to sell. They'll give you a price per unit and they'll tell you how to hook up your Shopify store to their warehouse and they can fulfill for you. Chloe, you're keen to watch me on YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. I would appreciate the subscription. Let me give you my link. Everything I do is streamed to both places, by the way. But I do plan to have some YouTube videos coming up soon, actually. They're so time consuming to make. All right, let's find some products. We are going to go e-commerce. Are those Chinese suppliers in Australia? No, they're Chinese, so they're in China. But they ship to Australia, if that's what you're asking. Now, there is of course, a bit of a wait to ship from China. Now, the key benefits of shipping from China is you get to customize your product easier. You get to control the packaging. You get to Own your product. Like it's going to be your product with your branding in it. You can even put a little card with your brand in it with a discount. That's the cool things about doing that from China. If you want to ship from Australia, you have to find a product that is on eBay. If you can't do that, maybe China is your only option. But there is another option which some of our students do. If they have a product that they can sell, they do a little bit of a test, sell a few units, then they can actually buy in bulk from China, and you can ship them out yourself if you want from your garage. That is a perfectly good option, which gives you the benefit of cheap products with fast shipping. You can absolutely do that. All right, let's take a look. We're going to do the ad spy today. We're going to look for drop shipping products. We're just going to scroll. I'm just in a scrolling mood today. I'm not going to fool around with the filters or anything. Now, the benefit of PiPi ads. Why do I use PiPi ads over anything else? Well, PiPi ads has TikTok data and Facebook data all in the same spot. And I love finding products that are trending on TikTok that haven't quite trended on Facebook yet. Isaac, should you advertise 7 to 10-day delivery? How would you feel if you bought a product from a website and they said it was going to be 7 to 10 day delivery, but it was more like 12 to 15 days? Would you feel cheated? Because I would. You should absolutely tell the truth on your website. You don't necessarily have to say that it's, hey boys, it's coming from China, but you can say we ship internationally and shipping takes 7 to 12 days. Actually, 7. Yeah, I have on my website 8 to 12 business days, and generally speaking, people get their products from China. Generally speaking, within 8 to 12 business days. And if you're finding that the Chinese supplier is taking longer than that, it's usually because they don't have the product in stock. And what you might want to do is say, hey, I want these orders processed faster. Can I give you a float? Can I give you $500 or $1,000? You go off, you buy enough products for me to ship for the week. And that way my customers don't have to wait 1 to 3 days for you to get the product to ship. And that's a conversation you have with the vendor, with the supplier. What are my thoughts on using Temu and Shein? I would never, ever, ever use Temu or Shein. Why? Because you don't have control and the shipping is slow. And if it's going to be slow, why not just have your own deal with the supplier and go and talk to the factories and make your own products? That's what I think anyway. And when you're buying from Temu or you're buying from AliExpress, most of those people on AliExpress, most of them, not all of them, most of them, they're just a dude to the van. They just go around to the factory and they just buy something from the factory that you ordered off them and they ship it. And that takes a day or two. And they're going to send it with the slowest shipping possible because they want to maximize their profit. So I absolutely don't ever do that myself. Now, just so you guys know, I've had several brands, currently running several brands, but this is the first major success that I had. This is Homecraftology. I've been selling these products for the last 8 years of my life. I've shipped them all through this same supplier we're using with the Freedom Club. 8 to 12 day shipping. I've had some issues here and there, but I've never had a major issue really. Not, and I've just, the key here is good communication with your customers and making sure you've got good tracking set up on all of your shipments so that people get notified when the shipping, what do you call it? The status of the shipping changes. As long as people feel like they're being communicated to and looked after, they're generally not too upset. Sandra, we're going to take a look at your product right now. And Zayad, can I please tell you the exact steps to find, for example, a golden winner? Yeah. Well, I can't tell you the exact steps. I can just take you through how I do it. Modern lunch backpack. All right. I actually think this is a good product. I do like bags. I actually have a brand that sells bags. I don't love how they've got this website. I do love parts of it though. Okay, we've got $143. I don't like how they're selling this. I think the I don't think they put a lot of thought or effort into their benefits here. So yeah, I don't like how they're selling this, but I do like the product itself. I think this could actually work. Also, if an item has branding, do I sell it at all? Yeah, why not? You gotta start somewhere. Look, so let me bring. I know for those of you who watch this stream all the time, I know you're probably sick of hearing about my first brand because I tell this story to all the newbies. So let me tell it this week. You may be looking at these products. And a lot of people do, thinking, wow, look at that brand there. Look at that logo there. Look at that gorgeous brand. Look at what's in it. Oh man, this looks very developed. It is. We've been developing this product for a long time. This is what it comes with. We've got a custom box that I've designed. We've got custom bag with custom print. We've got a ribbon in there, lovely packaging with plastic, and we've got beautiful accessories that go in the products. We didn't start with this. We started with AliExpress. We started with crappy products that we were just testing the market. And as soon as I had my first 2 sales and I was like, okay, I can actually sell this and make money. Then I was on a mission to make my product better. Now, this is where most people don't bother. And this is why their businesses don't last. You need to take your customers' feedback and also just be truthful with yourself. Do I like this product that I'm selling? Should I improve it? How do I improve it? Give you an example. We've been selling on my other brand. We've been selling bags. Now the bags themselves, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're pretty good. Am I happy with them? Somewhat happy with them. But you know what I could do? I can add branding to the band to the bags. I can add a stamp to the bags. I can improve the quality of inside the bag. I can improve the quality of the strap. So now we're talking to we've got a few sales. We've verified we can make money with this niche. We've got customers in the email list. Now we're talking to the suppliers and talking to the actual factories and getting custom bags made. You can't find these bags on eBay or AliExpress, only on Amazon. All right, let's find them. Let's do this. If we can find it on AliExpress, then I can put you in contact with our supplier. And we can then go and get these for you. So we'll go and I've taken a screenshot of the product and we're going to go into AliExpress. We're going to find the simplest product we can. And if we can't find it on AliExpress, well, we'll find it somewhere else. Oh, there we go. I think that's it. Well, close enough to it. That's actually the exact bag. More or less the exact bag. Okay, it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty good. Now, what were they selling? They were selling a modern lunch box backpack. So this one had a lunch box in it. So we're looking for one of these with a lunch box. Yeah, we'll find it. And if we won't find it here, I know exactly where we go next. All right, that's not what we want. Just going back and having a look here. I think I might need to grab a picture of this one. Ah, this is the one here. We'll take a picture of this one. And we're going to go here, search by image. Okay. We've got the inner bag. That's a makeup bag. That's not what we're looking for. Is that a lunchbox bag? That is. It's a bit expensive though, isn't it? Maybe you're right. Maybe it's difficult to find this one on AliExpress. Okay. Oh, it's got to come from somewhere. So we can probably find it in Alibaba. This might mean you might have to buy a couple of orders of a low quantity to see the quality, but we'll find it. And I do think it. Oh, is that it there? Sports bag. What picture did we give it? We gave it one with the box. Not quite there. While we're doing that, I might search for a lunch box backpack. What do we find here? I'm actually getting a bit excited about this one because if it's difficult to find, it could mean that you've stumbled on a pretty cool product that people haven't actually really started selling that much yet. That's actually pretty cool. So Alibaba doesn't ship directly. No, Alibaba, these are factories. So these guys make the bags in bulk. And what would happen here is the ecosystem is these are factory owners trying to sell their products to the wider market, trying to find people like us to buy their product in bulk. And a lot of shops will buy these. And look, see here, you put your logo on it. That's how this works. So some people on AliExpress will try and find popular things on Alibaba and just buy them in bulk and then sell them on AliExpress. What we're doing here is where we can't find it on AliExpress. So we're trying to find something very similar. And there's a lot of bags that are very similar. If you were to actually go and have a chat with these factories and show them the picture of what you want, they would probably be able to make it very... Oh, is this it? Wait, this is it. That's the one. Minimum is 300 pieces, but you could probably ask them for a demo bag. Make sure you like it. If you wanted to sell this, you would have to buy enough pieces. But here's the thing. You could have, like, if I put you in touch with our supplier, they're Chinese and they can actually go to the actual company here, to the factory and negotiate, and maybe negotiate a custom order. But you get in touch. We send one out to you. We get them to send out a sample unit to make sure it is what you want. And then we go from there. Oops. We'll just see if there's any others. And yeah, this is all part of that product. Ooh, here's a new one. Minimum 500, cool. It's good to check if there's a factory that does this with a lower minimum order. There's a lunchbox. Oh, minimum one piece. Here we go. That's it. 1 to 500 pieces for $16. You can just order yourself one. I'll give you the link right here. Now, only thing is, and actually, in fact, we need to check. So, pacum.com. Let's go see if these guys are actually running any ads. So if you're looking to run ads, you can just go to Google and type in Facebook ad library, and it will take you to this. This is the Facebook ad library. This is a free way to check on any ads that are running. And as soon as you put your ads on Facebook, anyone can see them. Oh, these guys are competitors to me. Cool. Cool. Is that the product right there? And just so you know, I have a bag store that sells very, very, very similar bags. And so they've been running ads for this one since November 12th. This one here, I actually already sell on my own store. Okay, where's the link? So if I was to put this on the list, I would put this as gold. Silly question. You say reach out to the supplier. Could you show us how to? Yeah. Okay. So let's just say you wanted to. Where's the one that had one piece? 500 units. So this one here. This one's got one piece. So let's just say you wanted to reach out to them. You would just go contact now. So you would sign in and you would say chat now. And you'll be chatting with someone from the factory who makes this product, and you can ask them any questions about it. You could ask them for sizing, so that you could ask them for product images, so you could pop it on your website. You could ask them for how much it'll cost to ship this unit to you to test it. You can ask them how much it might cost to get your logo put on here, because they will customize anything you want for you. You can absolutely do that. It's really easy. And we can actually have it so that they ship a bulk order to, is eBay, Amazon? Well, I'll get to that in a second. Hey, that's a good question though. You could organize it so they send a bulk order to our shippers, which is we use a shipping supplier called T-Fulfill. They have a warehouse. You could ship these in bulk to T-Fulfill, and T-Fulfill will just charge you to ship that out to whoever is buying your product, or you could ship these out in bulk to yourself, and you could then ship these from your garage. Seth, you've had trouble getting compliance documents. I don't know what that means. Can you give me any more information about what you mean by compliance documents? Now, Mia, eBay or Amazon quite similar. I would never, ever, ever drop ship from Amazon, ever, because I don't trust it. I've just been getting more and more and more disappointed every time I buy off Amazon with the product that I buy not being the right product. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad there. Now, eBay is very good. You can find yourself a nice eBay supplier. You can do really well. We've, like, Austin has made, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars per store per year off Amazon, as far as I know. Off eBay, as far as I know. And no, it's great, but you run into problems eventually with some products on eBay where the vendor runs out of them, and you got no choice. You got customers who want to buy your product. You got to find someone else to sell them to you. But there's nothing wrong with eBay. Seth, kids' toys, compliance documents, in regards to what exactly? Corey, if a product is branded and you're trying to make the site around it different name, is this not deterring customers? You got to start somewhere. I'll take these Homecraftology products as an example. Seth, just give me a second and I'll respond to that. So you take these as an example. We had to start somewhere. So to start this brand 8 years ago, I put whatever I could find off AliExpress back then, because I didn't know any better. So I took whatever I could find, and yeah, they had different brands on them. It was okay. For my first few sales, it's okay, because when you're just starting out, you're just trying to figure out, is this something that I can sell for a profit? Is this going to be worth my time to invest more time and more money into it? And after like 4 or 5 sales, all right, I was like, yeah, we can sell diamond painting kits. Like, this works for me. I've got good ads, I've got crappy ads, and I've got a crappy product, and I'm getting sales. Now it's time to go reach out to the factories and see how much it might cost to put my logo on it. And look, guys, if you're going through our Chinese supplier, it might only cost you an extra $1 or $2 or $3 per unit to get your logo on it. And you already know that you can sell them. So then you do that, and you send yourself a version of your product with your logo on it, and you use that for your product images. And it sort of works itself out. Seth, ISO 8124. Now, if you're selling a product that needs this, is this to import? I'll have to have a look at what product you're trying to sell. Branded stuff is iffy, you thought, due to branding and legal stuff. Not necessarily. Not when you're just doing a test at the beginning. Your first product may or may not work. You may want to have a think about a brand name for your business that can easily sell one product, but if that doesn't work out, maybe you can sell another product. So this brand is Homecraftology. I built this brand thinking that we'd sell these crafting kits, but if that didn't work out, there were other crafts I could try within that niche. That's why I chose that brand. But when we're first starting out, you've got to start somewhere, guys. If we give ourselves all the excuses, we're never even going to get started. Now, for this ISO, this is probably beyond my expertise. Yeah, I'm not aware of any of that, my friend, at all. I don't sell toys. So I can't really comment on this. And if the product that you want to sell is not going to pass compliance, then I probably wouldn't sell it. That's my advice there. Mia, do I ever see things or come across Insta or TikTok that pique my interest and I start selling? You've been seeing heaps lately. However, you got the dread not enough data. Look, at this point in my career, I can safely say that I've jumped into many different niches. A lot of the niches that I've seen a lot of students jump into, I just jump into because I need to understand, to coach you guys, can you actually make money on this? So I have jumped into a lot of niches, and I have done that where I've seen a good product and thought, you know what, I'll just quickly spin up a store and do a test. And so, yeah, absolutely I do that, 100%. In fact, you go through my spreadsheet here, you go back to October, look at all the gold. Now, I can't possibly make all of these stores, but I'm interested in making them. So you can see here, paint by numbers. I did sell paint by numbers. Handbags, I do sell handbags. A vibration alarm, I thought it was cool. I thought I might want to sell that. Retainers, I do actually have a brand that sells retainers. So back in September, portable sauna, I don't sell it, but I would actually like to sell it. I thought it was pretty cool. What else we got here? In August, men's sling bag. I sell women's sling bags, but I would like to test men's. Quilting, I don't sell quilting products, but I thought this would go really well for my crafting brand, so maybe I could do that. So yeah, I do find stuff that I want to sell all the time. How long does a product I've submitted for review take to be reviewed? It can take between 1 day and 3 days. It honestly depends how busy I've been through the day, whether or not I get to the product reviews and get them done. I did them all yesterday or the day before, so I'll probably do them all tomorrow if you've submitted. Mia, I'm inclined to choose a product that has low data because it's new, but I'm scared you'll be declined by FC. Mia, I'm the guy who does the the product reviews. So were you the one who suggested the bag? No, that was not you. Do you want to show me what you're thinking in the chat right now, and I'll tell you if it's a good idea, and I'll tell you if I would be inclined to approve it or not. How about that? Would that help? In the meantime, I'm going to start looking for new products. All right. Can you submit multiple reviews? You can submit as many as you like. Okay, we got some shapewear here, it looks like. We're not going to do shapewear. I want to change the countries. I want to search for the big ones. United States, Australia, Canada, and United Kingdom. All right, we've got Snappy Lens. Let's take a look. Sandra, the bags with you? Well, we don't have a lot of data on that bag, but I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good product. Snappy Lens. Yeah, this is a product that I actually have on the list, believe it or not. I found this one. Oh, wait a minute. Is this even different to the one I found? Believe it or not, I know this looks slick, but their website sucks. I know the pictures are slick and it looks slick, but looking at this here, I couldn't tell what it was. Not saying the product sucks. The product is actually pretty good. But what exactly is it? Does that... Oh, it's a mirror. Plus... Is it a mirror plus a charger? Yes. MagSafe compatible. This is great. Yeah, not only would I approve this, I would run this myself. Yeah, the website has room for improvement because I got to here, even though they got a good picture here, I could not tell from the benefits here what exactly this was and what it wasn't. Ziad, after you find your product, you make your store and you use Creative OS and video to find footage for it. You have a huge problem with this. So we have a guy who can make your video for you. His name is Bilal, and he makes a lot of ads for our Freedom team. He does ads for me too. He is brilliant at going out and finding footage that he can use. Now, if you absolutely can't find any footage and he can't find any footage, you may need to order the product yourself. You can order it off eBay to get it to yourself faster. You can order it off Amazon. If you're confident it's the same product, and you can get it to yourself faster, and you can go and record some of your own footage. Does it turn your back camera around so you can take a selfie on the back camera? That's exactly what it does. So you can see the screen and take a photo. Pretty sick, pretty cool. All right, let's move on. Let's go find some fresh products. You're in Morocco, shipping might take longer. You can buy it off eBay Morocco or Amazon Morocco. Oh, okay. I'm into these. I have a store. I haven't launched it yet, but I snore a lot. So I have a product that I bought off Amazon, which really helps my snoring. So I've based a store on it called No Snore Store. I just haven't launched it yet. I have a lot of stores on the go. This looks good though. One only for about 100 Australian dollars. This costs around about 20 bucks off from China. I'm going to put this on. So this is sleep braces and snoring. Sleep braces. Let's go see if they've got any ads running. We can tell by looking at their details in PiPi ads. Want a tighter smile? Yep. So what ads we got running? Okay, not many yet. I'll go check them out in the ad library. Now, when I'm looking for products to sell, I mean, they don't all tick all these boxes, but I try to tick a few boxes. My favorite boxes to tick. Number one, we want it to be, where possible, a small product. Why do we want small? Small means it's going to be cheap to ship. All products are cheap. For example, the bags that I sell, some of the bags that I sell, they're like, I buy them for like $6 and we can sell them for like $40 US. It's not the bag itself that's expensive. It's shipping it from the warehouse to where I can sell it, or in even drop shipping. So like the bag might cost $6, but it might cost like $15 in shipping. So that's where the expense comes in. Now, the smaller the product, the cheaper the shipping and the faster it will arrive. So I do like small products. I also like products that encourage people to come back and buy again. So my crafting websites are perfect because people do a craft and then they were happy while they're doing their craft, and then they finish their craft and they're bored and they come back and they buy more. I've had people buy 40 or 50 times, and I'm not exaggerating. So small products that people come back and buy again. I love that. We also want products where we can improve them. For example, with Snappy Lens, is this something that you can improve? Well, they've only got two colors, white and black. You could probably go find a whole range of colors for this one. You could improve this with you can make your own card that has instructions for how to use it. You can improve this by making some nice packaging. So there is several ways to improve it, and it's lightweight. So this is ticking a few boxes. And would people want to buy more? Maybe they would, because they'd like it on their phone and they buy it for their wife or their partner. So that ticks a few boxes. All right, in terms of the teeth, these ads have been running since October, and that's usually a good sign. They've got a mixture of image ads and video ads, not many, but it has been running for a while. So this gets my tick. I think this is a decent product. And the PiPi ads are here. Now, another reason why I like PiPi ads is because it does give us links to the Facebook post that is showing the ad. Is T-fulfill down? .T-fulfill. Yeah, it looks like it. I'll let them know. I just told them they should get that fixed. Where were we? And also we get graphs here. Usually there's more data than this, but we get some good graphs, which usually give us a good indication of whether or not something's scalable. So that's why I like another reason I like T-fulfill. Not T-fulfill. I like what's this one? PiPi ads. All right, moving along. Pet hair, these ones, we're looking at products here that haven't really got many likes. What was that one? Are you always sleepy? Let's order these, not by last seen, but by maybe impressions. Let's see what that does. Here we go. And most of these I would have seen, but let's see if there's anything new popping up. Chocolate flavor. No. I mean, maybe. I just don't know. I don't know about that one. Pimple patches. I mean, that's gross. Probably sells really well. Why do you constantly post your pimple patches? Ugh, gross. I bet you they're making lots of money. Hero Cosmetics. All right, let's check out the ads. What do they say on PiPi ads? Oops, not that. What do they say? Ooh. Now that's a scaling product. In Freedom Club, we're taught to brand your website. You're finding it hard to find primary and secondary products that match, that you can brand. Would you just do a generic-ish? Yeah, well, no, you wouldn't do that. You would definitely not do that. You need to find some secondary products. That makes sense. Absolutely need to. We don't want to come across as just some random gear website that sells internet shit. We want to come across as a brand that understands our niche and understands our customers. All right, let's go find these guys. HeroCosmetic.us. See ad post. Allure, the beauty expert with Hero Cosmetics. Okay, so these guys are green. And they're obviously doing very, very well. These must be a pretty well-known brand, because what this means is these guys, Hero Cosmetics, has paid Allure to feature their products. So it's a partnership ad. So this must be a big brand. And that doesn't mean that we can't make a similar looking brand and like get a slice of the pie. Actually, you know what? I can't add these guys to the list. They've already been on the list. I've seen this before. Yeah, I know, I recognize this gymnast. These are definitely on the list. So we won't add them again. Oh, I got the hiccup, excuse me. One last question. When submitting products, do you need to provide the stats for the ads? It can't hurt. Any information you can provide me to make a better judgment for your product is going to end up helping you. 100 envelope challenge. What are you supposed to do? Once all, you will have saved 5,050. Save 5,050. That's interesting. That's interesting. I haven't seen this before.
How I had saved almost $6,000 in 3 months. 100 envelope savings challenge binder. This book here comes with a tracker to mark off your progress as you go.
Whoa.
And then there are 100 little pockets where you are going to stuff the dollar amount based on the number on the front of the pocket. So once all 100 pockets have been filled, you will have saved $5,050. Now this tracker is laminated, so you can use the challenge over and
That is cool. So cheap to make. That is brilliant. Let's just double check their ads. Oops, I've already seen the product. We want to see the details.
How I have saved almost $6,000 in 3 months. 100
Look at that. That is a beautiful graph. They have just been slowly and steadily climbing.
As you know,
Wow, why does that stop at 2023?
pockets where you are going to stuff the dollar amount
Oops.
based on the number on the front of the pocket. So once all 100 pockets have been filled, you will have saved $5,050.
What does this mean? Does this mean we're not running these anymore? Let's check it out. Uh-huh. Well, they're not here. I can't find them in the ads. They do have a TikTok ad. Last seen February 2024. That's a shame. I needed to make it so the last scene is recent, which we can do up here. Started last scene in the last 24 hours. I want only stuff that's currently being advertised. Ew. Show me more. What am I looking at here? Really? Page not found. Which means that's not working anymore. I wouldn't think so. Come on, that's ridiculous. Galaxy projector. Yeah, it's a pretty cool product. What's this one? Pimple skincare thingy. What's this one? Darkness under your armpits. Is this the breathing teddy? Oh yeah, the teddy clothes. I do think that's a good product, by the way. It is on the list. Silver gray smoke hair. I should probably do that. White teeth. More white teeth. I have a friend who sells jewelry and makes about $1 million in revenue a month. But that's not what we're teaching here at the Freedom Club. That's a completely different ballgame and very, very difficult. So we don't teach fashion. We're teaching you guys the easy way, which is finding useful products. Not gifts. Not chemicals. I did sell these for a while, and believe it or not, these do actually sell. They are on the list already if you want to go find them. They sell quite well. I sold a few. Makeup. Nope. Would I stay away from jewelry? I wouldn't stay away from jewelry. It's not exactly what we teach at the Freedom Club. It doesn't have that the reason to buy it. Okay, I'm not saying it doesn't work. My God, it can work extremely well, but it is challenging. And the things that you're going to have to do to sell jewelry is have a large cash flow, because you're going to need to have lots of good UGC. UGC is user-generated content. So the ads that we're looking at is all actresses showing the product, and you got to pay them to do this. So if it's your first store, I wouldn't recommend jewelry. If it's your third store, absolutely. LED anniversary photo frame. Interesting. I don't normally recommend that we should sell gifts. But that's customizable anniversary gift. That's not bad. $71. Terrible website. Let's have a look at the ads. This will be the last product I can look at. For the UGC, are you using real person or AI influencers? You look, for some products you can probably get away with ARC ads, and you know what? I got a couple of ARC ads that I run, but for the most part, I use proper UGC creators. I can't get what I want out of AI all the time. It's good for maybe 1 or 2 videos, but other than that, people can see through it, you know. For you, well, when I scroll through looking at PiPi ads, what key metrics do I take care of the most? What I'm looking for, it's not so much the PiPi ads. What I'm looking for here is when we come into the Facebook ads. This is cool. Let's take this product for example. This is a pretty nice product. The website is just disgusting. This is awful. But do I think that this would be something to purchase? Maybe this would be something someone would buy for their partner. Let's go look and see if their Facebook ads paint the story. Mia, you're an impulse shopper. Most of the things you're finding would suit your impulse type of buyers. When you speak to the family and friends, they do the same. 100%. But to be a proper impulse product, we've got to solve a problem. First of all, sometimes we have to teach someone they have a problem. So one of the angles you might use in this particular thing is to say, hey, your marriage is on the rocks, go fix it with this. So we got to teach the problem, and then we've got to teach the solution to the problem, and then we've got to show them value for money. And if you do those 3 things, you'll get the impulse buy. All right, so what I'm looking for here is I'm looking at when the ads started running. So today is the 13th. These ads started running yesterday, so they're still tweaking these ads. Does it mean they're not profitable? Not necessarily. It's just in the back of my mind, these ads are pretty fresh. What I'm really looking for and hoping for is that the ads as I scroll down will have been running for longer and longer. So we're now down to, these ads have been running now for nearly 9 days. A good sign. This ad must be their retargeting ad's been running for a month. Not a bad sign, but is this the same product? No, it's not. So they're trying to make this, in fact, these aren't even the same product. They're trying to see if this product works. And it's too early to tell if this product works because these ads are too fresh. What I was hoping to see was more different video ads. Probably in this situation, I would have been looking for like couples unboxing and going, wow. And I would like to have seen a lot more static image ads. When I start to see a good combination of really well thought out, really beautifully created, like designed static image ads, plus really good UGC content, that tells me that they've actually invested in the product and invested in the idea, and they're making money, because those things aren't cheap. I'm not seeing them here, and therefore this is not a product that I'm interested in running. All right, we did a lot more coaching today in teaching you guys a bit more around the products rather than finding new products. Hope you guys don't mind, but I do have to end the call because I got to go to the next one. And for those of you coming to the next call, I will see you in there in just a few minutes. For everybody else, I'll be back for more product research on Sunday morning, or afternoon, your time probably. Sunday morning, Gold Coast time. I'll see you guys then.